royal government of Saudi Arabia for the excellent arrangements made for Hajj pilgrims. The tourism minister reveals that an additional 2,700 tourist beds are expected to be added to the tourism sector this year. And the Homeland Minister announces that the government will pursue legal action against individuals involved in drug trafficking. Welcome to the English News. I'm your host Malak Ahmad Fayaz. Now for the news in detail. President Dr. Mohammed Muizzu thanked the royal government of Saudi Arabia for the excellent arrangements made for Hajj pilgrims. The president expressed his gratitude in a letter sent to the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. In the letter presented to the Crown Prince, President Dr. Muizzu prayed that the Muslim Ummah upholds the principles of compassion, generosity and unity that characterize the significant period of Hajj, and that the Almighty blesses the Ummah with mutual understanding, harmony and peace. Furthermore, the President extended heartfelt felicitations and best wishes to the Crown Prince, the royal government and the residents of Saudi Arabia on the auspicious occasion of Al-Eid. He concluded his letter by wishing the Crown Prince good health and well-being and continued happiness and welfare for the brotherly people of Saudi Arabia. This year, 1,150 people from the Maldives have traveled to Makkah for Hajj. Among them are 50 pilgrims sent under the presidential pledge to send 1,000 people from the poor register to Hajj within 5 years, with their expenses covered by the government. Additionally, Maldives Hajj Corporation said that the arrangements for the Hajj pilgrimage this year were remarkably better than previous years, appreciating the priority given by President Dr. Muizzu to enhance the arrangements and facilities provided to the pilgrims. Unlike previous years, arrangements were made for all Hajj pilgrims to be accommodated in the same hotel. The meal arrangements were also significantly enhanced, resulting in the availability of Maldivian food items for the pilgrims during the stay at Arafat. Hajj is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and an obligatory act of worship for Muslims who are capable of performing Hajj. The pilgrimage is one of the world's largest religious acts of worship with over 1.8 million people. Minister of Tourism Ibrahim Faisal reveals that an additional 2,700 tourist beds are expected to be added to the Maldives' tourism sector this year. He made the statement during an exclusive interview with PSMNEWS. Speaking to PSMNews, Minister Faisal highlighted the government's efforts to attract investors to the islands of the Maldives. He said that investor forums are being planned in various countries, with the first forum anticipated to take place in July or August. He also said that the initiative will be spearheaded by the Ministry of Tourism, the Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation MMPRC, and the Maldives Integrated Tourism Development Corporation MITDC. Additionally, Minister Faisal revealed plans for another investor forum in Thailand, with additional forums in other countries being considered. He stressed the importance of creating special arrangements to expand tourism into new areas and attract investors by reducing acquisition costs and offering other incentives. Furthermore, Minister Faisal highlighted that 15 to 12 new resorts are expected to open this year. Based on current statistics, he said that it is estimated that 2,700 new beds will be operational by the end of the year. The government is making efforts to expand tourism across different parts of the country, particularly in areas where tourism is currently absent. As part of the initiative, 19 islands across 9 atolls have been opened for tourism development. Currently, the Maldives boasts 62,300 tourism beds, which includes 42,955 beds from 174 resorts, 14,461 beds from 860 guest houses, and 1,198 beds from various tourist facilities. Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Ihsan announces that the government will pursue legal action against individuals involved in drug trafficking. He made the remarks during an exclusive interview with PSMNews. Speaking to PSMNews, Minister Ihsan said that the government prioritizes addressing the drug issue in the country. He said that tackling this issue involves taking legal measures against traffickers. He noted that one of the most significant actions taken by the current administration has been identifying the drug smuggling routes into the Maldives. He also said that investigations are ongoing into the importers involved. Additionally, Minister Ihsan highlighted past challenges in convicting drug users due to inadequate laws. He said that the previous approach linked drugs to seizures, but the legal framework made it difficult to secure convictions. He, however, expressed confidence that future investigations into drug dealers will be more successful. Furthermore, Minister Yusan conveyed President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu's commitment to amending laws to effectively combat the drug issue. He also assured that no one involved in drug trafficking would be exempt from prosecution. Moreover, Minister Yusan pointed out that many major individuals arrested in drug cases are often released. To address this, the Homeland Ministry is collaborating with the Attorney General's Office (AGO) and the Prosecutor General's Office (PGO) to find solutions through the courts. He also said that the AGO plans to submit the necessary amendments to the Parliament in the future. Minister of Social and Family Development Dr. Aishat Shiham highlights the urgent need for national discussions on the country's changing population dynamics. Speaking to PSMNEWS, Minister Aishat highlighted that many countries worldwide are grappling with declining birth rates and are implementing measures to address the issue. She said that these countries are offering various allowances for children and enhancing childcare arrangements for working parents. Additionally, Minister Aishat stressed the importance of establishing childcare support within the workplace, enabling working parents to fulfill their childcare responsibilities effectively. She noted that the Maldives must soon engage in national discussions to devise strategies for supporting working parents and reversing the decline in birth rate trend. Furthermore, Minister Aishat said that failing to address the decline in birth rate could hinder national development. According to the latest census data, the Maldives is experiencing a worrying decline in its birth rate, which could lead to a significant reduction in the working age population in the near future. The Maldives Bureau of Statistics (MBS) reported that the population of the Maldives was 338,434 in 2014 and increased to 382,751 by 2022, averaging an increase of 5,500 children per year. During the same period, the elderly population also grew, raising concerns about the increasing burden of the country's workforce as the working age population decreases and the retiring population expands. Earlier this year, First Lady Sajida Mohammed also highlighted the economic threat posed by the decline in birth rate, underscoring the growing concerns over the demographic challenge. Maldives Meteorological Service Met Office cautions against scattered showers with few thunderstorms from June 18 to 21st. The Met Office has also warned against strong winds and moderate seas with wave heights between 3 to 7 feet. While Maldivians have always heavily relied on sea travel, numerous individuals have traveled across the nation to various islands to celebrate Al-Eid holidays. Of these, several people have also started their return journeys. These trips usually increase during the Eid holidays and school holidays. One of the most important things to consider before leaving for trips is to check the weather forecast, especially in situations of bad weather. In such situations, it is crucial to ensure that the route between the destination and the departure is safe to travel by sea after checking the latest weather updates from the Met Office. Several tragic incidents have already occurred in recent years due to traveling without being cautious of weather conditions. Secondly, travelers must also ensure the vessel of aircraft is suitable for the journey and is equipped with the necessary safety equipment. As such, the transports must have life jackets, communication devices, and must meet the safety standards. If an accident takes place during unfavorable weather conditions, it will challenge rescue operators to provide assistance efficiently and expeditiously. Maldives Inland Revenue Authority, MIRA, has collected double the amount for Zakat al-Mal during May. The statistics revealed in the financial report of May shows that $590,142 was collected as Zakat al-Mal during the month of May. This is a remarkable 102% increase compared to the $291,828 collected in May 2023. Additionally, the statistics indicates that MIRA has collected $3 million up to this date. This is a 3.5% decrease compared to the same period in 2023, where MIRA collected $3.1 million. MIRA has been collecting Zakat al-Mal since 2016, while the Ministry of Islamic Affairs continues to collect Zakat al-Fitr. Zakat al-Mal is a part of the wealth and property that Muslims must pay annually to help the poor of their community. Zakat is levied on a specific assets only identified by Islamic law as assets having the potential for growth. Any person who meets the minimum amount of wealth nisab may pay their share of zakat al-mal. The current nisab for zakat al-mal is $607. The value of gold and silver is considered in determining the nisab for zakat. Therefore, the nisab changes the alterations in the price of gold and silver in the world market. The Elections Commission of the Maldives (ECM) disperses funds to 6 political parties eligible to receive state funds under the Political Parties Act. Speaking to PSMNEWS, member of ECM Hassan Zakaria said that these 6 parties met the membership requirements stipulated by law when the state budget was approved last year. As such, he said that the funds have now been distributed to all eligible parties. The parties eligible for funding are the Maldivian Democratic Party (MDP), Progressive Party of the Maldives (PPM), Jumhuri Party, Adalat Party, Maldives Development Alliance (MDA), and the People's National Congress (PNC). ECM detailed the distribution process, noting that the funds were first allocated to PPM, JP, AP, and MDA and transferred to the Ministry of Finance on April 9th of the previous year. On the same day, funds were also sent to MDP. The funds for PNC were delayed but have since been distributed by the ministry. ECM said that $3 million has been allocated to these parties in this year's budget. Currently, there are 10 political parties registered in the official register of the Maldives. Dirago announces the Tesla car of the company's winner Tesla promotion. This win of the promotion was unveiled at a special event held at the Eid show held at Central Park, Hurmale. The winner Tesla promotion was launched by Dirago to commemorate the company's 35th anniversary and to give their customers the opportunity to win a state-of-the-art electric-powered Tesla car. The promotion was very well received by customers, with rising anticipation amongst the public to know the winner of the mega prize. The lucky winner is Mustafa Muhammad. Meanwhile, Dirago affirmed that Crow Maldives served as an independent auditor to ensure the transparency of the promotion-related activities. The winner Tesla promotion commenced on October 2023. To enroll in the promotion, Dirago customers were required to subscribe to Dirago Postpaid 450 or Fiber Broadband 30M and above plans before 31st January 2024. In order to be eligible for the upcoming lucky draw, customers who enrolled are required to stay on their subscribed plans until 17 June 2024. Customers can also choose to upgrade their subscribed plans within the period during the lucky draw. Prior to the end of the promotion, Dirago unveiled the Tesla car, which will be given as the lucky draw prize to the public at 2 special events held at Dirago head office and Central Park, Hurmale. Premier Liu Zhang tours a Chinese-controlled lithium refiner in Perth on Tuesday, a sign of his country's vast appetite for Australian critical minerals, essential to clean energy technologies. Premier Li Xiang ended his 4-day fence-mending visit to Australia by stopping in at Tianqi, Lithium Energy Australia, 51% Chinese-owned venture, comprising a mine for hard rock lithium ore and a lithium refinery. Along with at least a dozen other officials, China's second most powerful man donned a white helmet during a rainy visit to the facility south of Perth in resource-rich Western Australia. Australia extracts 52% of the world's lithium, the vast majority of it exported as an ore to China for eventual refining and use in batteries, notably in China's world-dominant electric vehicle industry. But despite being a huge Australian customer, China's involvement in the country's critical mineral industry is sensitive because of its dominance of global supply chains. Australia has only recently begun refining lithium rather than exporting the ore, and the government has announced a strategic plan to develop new supply chains with friendly countries for critical minerals such as lithium, nickel, and so-called rare earths. Earlier this year, the government ordered 5 China-linked shareholders to sell off a combined 10% stake in Northern Minerals, a producer of the rare earth dysprosium. About 99% of the world's dysprosium, used in high-performance magnets, is currently produced in China. The Chinese premier's agenda include a visit to a private research facility for clean energy-produced green hydrogen, touted as a fuel of the future to power heavy-duty items such as trucks and blast furnaces. Israel strikes Gaza and witnesses reported blasts in the besieged territories south, but fighting had largely subsided amid an army-declared pause to facilitate aid flows. The relative calm came as Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu dissolved his war cabinet, reflecting the country's political fractures. David Mencer, spokesman for the Prime Minister's office, said that the body has been disbanded following the resignation of centrist leader Benny Gantz, who had required a war cabinet's formation in order to join a unity government. Mencer said that the war cabinet's duties will be taken over by the pre-existing security cabinet, which had finalized decisions proposed by the war cabinet. Israeli media said that the move was meant to counter pressure from far-right politicians seeking a greater say in decision-making. The daytime pause for aid deliveries around a southern Gaza route, announced at the weekend by Israel's military, which said it had begun on Saturday, appeared to be holding on Monday. The health ministry in Hamas-ruled Gaza said it had recorded 10 deaths over the previous 24 hours in one of the lowest daily tolls since the war begun. Israel's retaliatory offensive aimed at eliminating Hamas has killed at least 37,347 people in Gaza, also mostly civilians, according to the territory's health ministry. Swaths of the territory's residential and other infrastructure have been reduced to rubble. On Monday, witnesses told that they could hear blasts in the center and west of the southernmost city of Rafah. Palestinian officials were reported tank shelling early on Monday before the start of the daily local tactical pause of military activity announced by the army. In Gaza City, medics at Al-Ahli hospital said at least 5 people were killed in 2 separate airstrikes, and witnesses reported tank shelling in the Zaytun district. The residents said at least 1 strike hit a refugee camp in central Gaza. Romania turns in a high-octane performance to win their first European Championship match in 24 years with an emphatic 3-0 victory over Ukraine in their Euro 2024 Group E opener on June 17th. Before the match, Romania coach said his players would fight for every meter on the pitch, and that they did just that, flying into tackles and racing all over to defend in waves as their boisterous supporters rode them on. Stunning long-range strikes in each half, one from captain and man of the match, Nicolae Stanciu, and the other from midfielder Razvan Marin, shocked Serhii Rebrov's Ukraine, who had dominated the opening 20 minutes of the match. Stanciu's cannon shot into the top right-hand corner gave Ukraine goalkeeper Andriy Lunin little chance. The Real Madrid keeper should have done better on the second, however, which slipped underneath him as he dived. Rebrov's side paid dearly for their inability to convert their early possession into real chances, as Romania soaked up the pressure and then struck first after dispossessing Ukraine deep in their own half. Denis Mann, who became the first Romania player to provide multiple assists in the single match at a major tournament since against Colombia in the 1994 World Cup, created the first goal after intercepting Lunin's poor clearance and sweeping the ball to Stanciu. The result was all but confirmed shortly before the hour mark, when Mann drove into the box from a corner and put the ball across goal for Denis Dragu to tap in. Romania's tight-knit defense denied Ukraine any real sniff at goal, helping secure their country's second win across 17 matches at European Championships, the first being a 3-2 victory over England at Euro 2000. In the Old Tunis, a wall installation titled 1001 Bricks showcases the talents of invisible creators, including art students, people with disabilities, and school dropouts. Led by Swiss artist Anne Francie, the project took shape over a year through workshops that culminated in a large bas-relief made of carved and painted clay bricks reimagining the cityscape. The massive artwork now graces a square in the UNESCO-listed Old Town of the Tunisian capital. Francie said that its main creators are the invisible, all these people who are on the margins of society, who have disabilities and whom are in the shadows and not really acknowledged. Despite challenges, the project engaged a wide spectrum of 550 participants, including art professionals, students and members of AGIM, an association for people with motor disorders. Mohammad Bolila, an AGIM trainer, said all those who contributed to the project left a personal touch. Samia Suid, a long-time teacher at AGIM, said the project had a positive impact on youths. She said that children who cannot speak express their feelings and their ideas through the project. Each group of creators reimagined a metaphorical city, with AGIM participants focusing on a city of challenges, producing sculptures akin to contemporary art. Supported by a Swiss foundation, the project utilized clay bricks for their availability and wide use in Tunisian construction. Firas Leafy, a project manager working on children's awareness on global warming in the neighborhood, said that what matters most is that 1,001 bricks will lead to new projects in a neighborhood full of abandoned and unexploited public spaces. That's all the news we have for today. Thank you all for watching.
Fawir Alha Eidge Head Matahonia, Lobeti Raitunan Ariskuran, Eid Mubarak.
Broadcast sponsors of PSM coverage. Brought to you by STO. Powered by Stelco. MHA. Banking partner, Bank of Maldives. Powered by Maldives Ports Limited. Associated by MTCC. Housing Development Corporation. MWSC. Villa College. Digital partner, Dirago. Printing partner, Printworks. Interior partner, Proxy Home. Catering partner, Lesouk.
Licensed broadcaster, Public Service Media.
For over 30 years, we have been getting stronger and faster. We have been expanding our network across the globe. In the Middle East and Northern Africa, we have Sister Union, Arab States Broadcasting Union.